When the clients first came to us, one of the things that they were really seeking out was to modernize their home and remove the barriers to the sight lines. So for example, we had, the traditional two-tiered eating bar, which was cutting into their prep space, as well as a two-tiered fireplace with slate, which was quite a block to the beautiful view to the ravine. And so they wanted to find a way to remove that. So part of that was figuring out whether we had ventilation in place where we could actually take down the two tiers. And then the second part was modernizing it. So what we ended up doing was removing all of the slate, and we brought it down to a clean substructure, so just down to plywood, cleaned it up, and then had an artisan come over top of it with a Marmorino Venetian plaster to clean it all up and modernize it. And so we did that the same color as the wall, so it blends in, it adds some beautiful texture without interfering with the view to the ravine in the back. So in the dining room, we were tasked with improving the sight lines from here as well. At the time, we had a really large bulkhead over top with some columns as per the era of this home, very fond of niches and extraneous decorative details that didn't serve a purpose. So what we did was, instead of leaving the small stub wall that was here, we built it up into two cabinets for the dining room. By doing that, we were able to improve the sight lines to the outside, brighten up the space, but still maintain the slate inlay that was here. In the kitchen, as I mentioned, we cut down the eating bar. We wanted to modernize it. It was heavy, dark, old. We really wanted to brighten up the space, give it a little bit more of a coastal look with the nice bright whites, some soft blues. And by doing that, we were able to completely brighten it, give it a new look. We replaced the backsplash, completely redid all of the hardware, and resprayed the cabinets, added new plumbing fixtures, which again, with this nice polished nickel, add a beautiful bright touch. And we added in some beautiful decorative lighting in here. So the one thing that this kitchen was really short on was proper light. We added some additional pot lights in the ceiling, and along with these two pendants for task lighting, now the clients are able to function within here without feeling like they're fumbling around in the dark. The living room, we again added some new lights into there, as well as a new fan light. The one that they had before actually was a fan only, no light. And we also didn't have these pot lights. So as you can imagine, it was quite a dark space despite the windows. So along with that, that we have very long winters here. They have some proper lighting to brighten it up through the dark winter days. And again, we've carried that palette all the way through with the blues and greens and coastal woods so that the look is cohesive through the whole home. The one main thing that we did in the powder room, other than improving the finishes that were here, we carried the beautiful silestone quartz countertops through to the powder room. But what we did do was completely remove, they had vinyl flooring in here, aged, a little dark, didn't go with the color palette or the finishes that we were moving towards. So what we did instead was we took a gray tile and created a herringbone pattern here that picks up on the gray of the slate without repeating that slate that the clients weren't very fond of. So the eye doesn't catch that there's actually been a change in flooring. It's just a beautiful new addition. Primary bedroom was really just a refresh. What we did was we repainted, we replaced the lighting with a beautiful decorative gold leaf fixture. We added some beautiful Tebow wallpaper, and while it's kind of funny, the clients weren't too keen on wallpaper to begin with until they actually saw it in place, and instantaneously they wanted to put that in. The bathroom, again, a little bit of a renovation and a little bit of a refresh. So we completely removed the acrylic shower base that was here. It was yellowed and dingy, and they wanted a more custom shower with a bigger glass door so that should mobility be an issue in the future, it still makes it a usable space. We added on a handheld shower, which is something we do in almost every shower we do. Again, this is for two reasons. One is it makes a shower easier to clean, but it also is helpful should there ever be an issue with mobility. We can add a bench into the shower and they can use that for showering. So beautiful coastal colors again. And then we just refinished the cabinetry in here, added new face level sconces and new mirrors. What the face level sconces do is they allow us to actually see ourselves versus the overhead lighting, which we call jokingly hag lighting, because it casts shadows over us and nobody looks great in that. Beautiful new tile from Spain, adds some beautiful color and a pop of wow in this space. Everything else pretty much remained the same. Fresh paint, again, fresh fixtures, some new window coverings, and that brings it up to that same beautiful coastal look that we're using through the rest of the home.